And Rich, I'm going to turn it over to you if you want to lead through the Dissertation Toolbox.
Thank you, Amber. Hello, everybody. It's good to see so many people coming to this thing. This is a good surprise. Happy Friday. Sorry I'm late. We have a Zoom tutoring room that I keep forgetting that I have to log out of that one before I can come to this one. So I apologize for that. But I want to, first of all, congratulate all you guys that are writing your dissertation. And I'm just going to show you what we have amassed over approximately the last 15 years from a lot of faculty input, a lot of the tutors' input. It's quite a gravy train of different kind of resources for the dissertation student. Okay, so so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Pay no attention to the Scrabble game. Ding. This is us, right? Right. Okay, so let's start off with everything that we put together. We put on a Moodle, the Dissertation Toolbox Hawk 5 Moodle. So let's go there now. And I thought I had it open already, and I know I do. Here it is. Hold on, please hold. Okay. So to get to Moodle, it's elearning.alliant.edu. So, and then all the Moodles pull up. If you've never been to a Hawk before, how to get to the Hawk is you scroll down to the very bottom of your Moodle page, and there's a little tiny search courses here. Just type in the word Hawk, H-A-W-K, and all the different Hawks line up. And there's about 7 in total, of which you guys have probably used anywhere between 3, 4, 5. Depending on what you want to do. But let's go ahead and go to our Dissertation Toolbox Moodle. I got a lot of Moodles. I also teach a lot of the undergraduate classes here. Okay, boom, there it is. So if you click on that, it takes you right into the Dissertation Toolbox. And right off the bat, I try to put the important stuff down here. Like, here's a complete list of all the videos that are on this Hawk site. But then I keep adding. I'm constantly adding stuff as when I come across something, and different types of research design, which way you should go, whether a quantitative or a qualitative video, something like that. And I'm hoping a lot of this stuff will give you some ammunition when you go talk to your chairs and your board members. Okay, so if they say something that you don't understand or might confuse you or something, I might suggest that you come and look around here, because every step of the way that you guys need to finish that dissertation is in here somewhere. Okay, and I'm supposed to say this to the end. If you see something that's not in there, please let me know, and then I'll do my best to get it up there. Okay. So here's a list of the presentations that are upcoming. There's one every Friday at 2 o'clock, and I'll give that to you right at the end as well, so you guys can explore the other one. And my internet might go out. I hope it doesn't. That would be very embarrassing. But usually the neighborhood kids come home at this time and they jump on the video. So if it does, just let me know. Wave your hand or something. All right. Number one thing I thought I should show you is Scott, our gifted librarian, went out and got this academic writer online service. We've only had it about a month. Let me go ahead and show it to you. You guys are going to be blown away. And hold on a second. Where did that go? Let's do that again. And there. And then you log in with your Alliant login. I think you need your ID number. I'm not 100% sure, but you only have to do it once. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. But look at all this stuff. It is an APA gold mine. I mean, how to do abbreviations, how to do appendices, how to do everything. I keep coming here to figure out how to put the APA formatting for the for the outputs, for the SPSS, for your charts and your graphs and your tables. It has everything. It has how to do citations. It has how to do references. It is amazing. We haven't gone through it, most of it. And my apologies, I'm more of a numbers guy. I'm not much of a language guy. So, you know, if you do need any kind of writing support, I strongly suggest you check out this cool website. Thank you, Scott. And he's done an amazing job with us. He's been helping us all along. So let's get back to our course. There it is. Okay, so that's number one. And there's a little video on how to get there. So I'm big on videos. I have videos for practically everything in here and all the statistics sources. I'm going to just show you that for the last 5 minutes or something. But now we're moving on to the writing part of it. And what we've had in the past is a lot of our tutors are gifted writing tutors that work for us in San Diego. They put together these fantastic presentations like how to write a literature review, how to write an introduction, that kind of stuff. Real basic, right to the point, you know, no fuss, no muss. They're outstanding. Everybody really likes them. And you know, we put the PowerPoints that they used in the video up here in case you want to go back over it again. Plagiarism. We love Purdue OWL. I don't know if you guys have ever been there, but that is quite a cool website. We use it every once in a while. But the ones we have pretty much on the same level. We do have a turnitin.com. In our writing, we have a writing, and the turnitin.com is there. So we suggest that if you're not sure, that you use turnitin.com to make sure that you have cited correctly before somebody on your board finds out. Okay, so, and a ton of APA formatting, which changes, by the way. That's what I love about math. It never changes, but the APA formatting just came out with a 7th edition, by the way. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 links up here that show you the major changes between the 7th edition and the 6th edition. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, it looks very minor to me. But again, I'm a numbers guy. Part 2. We have some formatting. We have some dissertations up here that you guys can use as a guideline, right? So this first one right here is, it takes you to the Alliant library that shows you other dissertations that have already been published. So please use these as a guideline. Find something that you're writing about, tons of them in there. And here's a dissertation example, CITES, and it's got everything in there. It's got the table of contents, running heads, citations, everything. And again, these are all to be used as guidelines, examples, something like that. CFT, sorry, that was the old name. Alliant School of Management, Leadership, Dissertation Formatting from the University of Texas. Great, free, great little tool here. And that's it for the writing. Again, we have a ton of stuff down here for you. Go away sign. Go away. Go away. Can you guys see that? It says international, or my internet is unstable. All right. Dissertation.
Nope,
So here we go. Here's my favorite part, is the quantitative methodology. So for you guys going into quantitative methodology, we have you covered for practically every statistical analysis that you can think of under the sun. I personally have worked on over 1,000 dissertations, and it's been a long road, but most of the tests that you guys are going to use are in one of the Hawks, either Hawk 2 again later, but everything in statistics that you can think of that you would need for your dissertation is in here somewhere. Now the research and design part, we're not that big on that, because that's basically what you guys should be doing. You should be designing your own researches. But when it comes to the actual, the analyses, we have you covered. We have examples of every kind of statistical test you can think of. And decision trees, We have a decision tree forest. Several of them were written by professors here. I have Dr. Gerberts is here. Dr. Brown, God bless his soul, up in Irvine's is here. I have one, but it's not always so easy to determine what test you're going to run. So give a look at some of these decision trees. Again, I made a video because I like to make videos. And how to put your SPSS formatting when it comes out into the output, you can change it into APA formatting every time. So you only have to do it once. There's a very cool video. I did not make this, but some young lady did a great job. It shows you how to change your output in SPSS into APA formatting. So if you don't have SPSS, you can get the new last week. But version 26 of SPSS is now available through the Alliant IT department. And I'll show you some links here at the end again, how to get there, and different methodologies, power analysis. Again, practically everything that you're going to need, you know, from your statistics classes. This is a good leap here. Now we have something here, research design. This was added in by one of the teachers up in San Francisco, and Dr. Patrick Miles. I don't know if you know him, but it is outstanding. It's a different Moodle, and it's self-enrolling, which means anybody can go in and out. And he did such a fantastic job. It's so far over my head, it's not even funny. But again, if you need some help with like validity, reliability, you know, what are your variables going to look like? You know, what kind of statistical analyses you're going to run? Is it an experiment test? Is it an observational test? This course goes over all of that stuff. All right, moving on. Research, everybody's favorite. Again, Scott Zimmer, our amazing librarian, put together a couple of videos here on how to use part of the Alliant library. I believe it's called Eric. There's a couple other search engines in there, but he goes through a step-by-step presentation on how to look through everything online and to handpick the literature that you're going to use in your dissertation. And we have another, the amazing Erin. She is the librarian up in Los Angeles. She will be giving a presentation next Tuesday or next Friday at 2 o'clock. Okay, next Friday at this time, Erin will be taking the stage and showing you guys how to do literature reviews. And moving on again, qualitative. I know, you know, most of the people that I have worked with are, in fact, all of the people I work with are quantitative. I'm not a qualitative expert, but we have had some teachers here that had made some how to write a qualitative paper from soup to nuts, right? From beginning to end. Dr. Miller, she did such a great job. It's kind of a long video, but you know, there's no questions asked once you watch her video. We have Dr. Nino. She put together this great presentation on how to completely finish a quantitative dissertation. So, you know, teachers here, they've always been very helpful with what we've got here. Got some big questions for the outline. Again, if you want to go quantitative, we do have a quantitative Moodle, but I'm not in love with it. I'll show you the link. Because again, I'm not 100% sure of the veracity of what's in there. That's the right word. This is college. All right, moving on down. Qualtrics. Qualtrics is the free survey. Use it. It is a fantastic program. It really is very, very easy to use. It's free to Alliant students with one big warning. Do not get the free trial from Qualtrics. We've had too many students here. They get that free trial and they don't understand that once you use it, you cannot download your data because they want you to pay for it. Alliant picks up the fees for you, right? Alliant pays for you guys to get the Qualtrics. So what I suggest is you know, if you know anybody that's getting it, tell them not to get the free trial. It takes 2 weeks to get it out back into the Alliant account. So, you know, don't do that. And I got videos on get it, where to go, how to get started on your survey, and little tiny things that confuse all of us, like how do you kick somebody out that doesn't qualify? There's a video on how to do that. How to download your data into either an Excel spreadsheet or an SPSS, how to randomize your questions, a bunch of little things that we keep getting asked. I made little videos on there, okay? And then here's one of my personal favorite, Excel. Excel does a lot of stuff. It does a lot of stuff almost as good as SPSS, not quite, but I don't know if you knew this. Excel can run multiple regressions. It can run the ANOVA families. It does all the t-tests. It is an amazing software program, a whole lot easier to use than SPSS. And the charts and graphs it puts out are much better quality, right? They're more colorful, where SPSS tends to be that either that gray or gold color, kind of boring. Excuse me. But if you're going to put graphs in there, I strongly suggest you make them in SPSS first. I'm sorry, Excel first. And again, there's a video tutorial and I show you a bunch of things in Excel. IRB, I just got an email from her. She told me not to show you the video we made because she doesn't want to confuse you guys. But here, these links are all updated, right? This takes you to the Student Hub. And from the Student Hub, you should be able to get to any and all of these, okay? And there's the direct link to the IRB website with all the instructions. And there's a bunch of different links that they wanted me to put up there. And I really don't know what they go to, but they're there. All right, for you ABD people out there, a good dissertation is a done dissertation. That is a fact. Now, I know it must be difficult to write a dissertation. Personally, I've never written a dissertation, so I know it should be the best thing that you have ever done in your life of academia. If you were in the process of writing a dissertation, that tells me that you went to high school for 12 years, undergrad for 5 years, master's for probably 3 years, at least 3 or 4 years in the doctoral program. So we're talking about 23, 24 years. And your dissertation should be the absolute best thing you've ever done in your life, period, okay? So make it so, you know, make it the best thing that you could ever have done. This is the culmination of everything you've ever learned. You're gonna get it published, cite you. So please, you know, put a lot of time and effort into this thing because it's what the world will see of you. And you guys are going to do a great job because you're Alliant students, right? I know your teachers, they're tough. they're gonna make you learn this or not. And we do have a great website. It's not ours, but it has all these hints and tips and tricks on how to get the dissertation finished. And in this, I think is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one. So this last one, maybe I should have put this with the top. I'm not 100% sure, but it's more like a cheat sheet on how to make a realistic plan and finish your dissertation. It's got stuff in here. You make your own tasks, you make your own objectives, you know, put real dates in there, put your own progress in there, and stick to it. That's one of the big things down here. We have some great videos made by us. This last one down here, Thu, he was a student here a couple of years ago, has this great video on, and he's like a cheerleader. He tells you exactly how to get through this thing with a successful dissertation. And again, there's just so much stuff in here. Excuse me again. So that is the dissertation toolbox. It's constantly growing. And again, if you want to see something in there, please let me know. All right, so part 2, let me show you how to get to everything. All the support services that we have to offer through through the Tutoring Center, the Hawk Tutoring Center, can be found on this page. So how to get here is you go through your, I made a video on how to get here, but I don't know where to post it. So I'm still working on that. But how to get here is once you log in, you go to student, I think student affairs, and then you click on it and it has those headings and you go to, I think it's, I'm not even sure, but one of the hang down is academic support and tutoring. And this is the main page, okay? So these days we are tutoring through Zoom. I change this once every month, once every 2 months. So when you click on it, you will normally, during the regular school year, summer's kind of click on it, you're gonna see, just like we see, you're gonna see a half a dozen tutors just sitting there waiting for somebody to come in. You click on it and you say, you know what, I need somebody to help me with APA formatting for citations. And then one of the tutors will break you out into a little private room and they will tutor you one-on-one. We love it, the students love it. It works out really, really well. So that is the main thing. On this front page, I tried to cram everything, all the resources right here. And like, here's all the campus directors for each campus when it comes to support, right? Academic support. And this is how to self-enroll into the Hawk Moodles. Same thing, scroll down, type in Hawk, they all show up. And there's a video on how to do it. Writing support. We have so much writing support, it's not even funny. We have the student, Alliant student writing tutors that you can go with Zoom on. We have BrainFuse, that is a online service we're using. Students love it, right? With BrainFuse, you can work with a live person up to 5 pages at a time, okay? And the other side is you can upload up to 5 pages, and within 24 hours, the tutor's responses margins. So again, everybody seems to like it. And we do have a writing center Moodle. I'm gonna give you that on the grand tour here. But the main thing in that, it seems to be turnitin.com. People use it all the time. And there's the BrainFuse. And then we come to my favorite, statistics. So most people come to us for statistics is number 1 by far. Writing is number 2, okay? So statistics, all you guys that have to take statistics out there, you should probably, if you've already taken it, then you already know it is not an easy course to take. So what I have done in the last 15 years is put together an introductory statistics course. Most of this stuff that's in there is what you should probably already know before you start the classes, okay? So I usually, with incoming students at the graduate level who were terrified of taking an advanced stats class, I try to set them at ease, show them what a p-value is, a z-score, normality, null hypothesis testing, just the real basics, okay? Then Hawk 2, it is aligned with our Dr. Gebertz's class down here. He's clinical PhD program. His students, they're the ones I hire as tutors. They know their stuff. Dr. Gebertz is a great teacher, kind of tough, but he is a great teacher. And this Hawk 2 is aligned with what he teaches in that first semester. So the t-test, the ANOVAs, the ANCOVAs, MANOVAs, blah, 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 blah. Hawk 3 is his second semester. It's multivariate analyses. Starts off with correlations, goes into multiple regressions, factor analysis, logistic regression. It's even got path analysis and structural equation modeling. But my favorite saying is don't do structural equation modeling. It's way too hard. And then Hawk 4 was all the tutors, whenever they made their review material, they gave me a copy and I put it in here. So all the student made comp exam study guides are in Hawk 4, and then Hawk 5 is us. That's the dissertation boot camp. Okay, that's the front page. How's everybody doing out there? Good.
Keep going.
All right. So on the side thing here, this is the Zoom tutoring room. It's basically a repeat of the front one. It shows you what to do here to get to the Zoom tutoring and list of tutoring rules. And I hate to say it, I say it about 5 times in here. The tutors will not work on your dissertations. They are there to get people through their coursework and statistics support. Again, these are the hawks. Oh yeah, you guys see this? I try to keep it light, you know. And again, the online writing sources breaks it down. Everything gets broken down piece by piece. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the couple of the statistics hawks in the writing center hawk. And there's brain fuse. Here's how to get the new. No, I got to fix that. They fixed it last week. So now you're going to get version 26. It's for free, and it is a fantastic program. I love it to death. Here's stuff on Qualtrics. This is how to get a Microsoft Office for free because you're an Alliant student. Zoom information, that kind of stuff. Blah, 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 blah. All right. How we doing? Any burning questions so far? Should I be open in the chat room or anything?
Dr. Gardner, I know there's resources for the dissertation as a whole. What about for the dissertation defense or the proposal?
I'm sorry, you broke up there, Kevin. All I heard was defense proposal.
I was asking if there's any resources on here for the dissertation defense or for doing the proposal, dissertation proposal.
Oh, you mean like tips and tricks on how to defend and how to propose?
Yes, sir.
That is a good question. No, we do not have anything like that.
I think that's a great addition for us to consider, Kevin, and I will work with our program directors and deans on developing some resources for that. So I appreciate that comment. Thank you. We'll look to do that.
Yeah, that's a good add-on. Kevin, gold star for you. Yeah, we should have something on that. The problem is, you know, when our tutors defend, they go out and get jobs. They don't come back. So that's the bad part. But that's a great, you know, first of all, these guys, you know, they're terrified. They get so nervous, which they shouldn't, because by the time you are defending, your board has read your dissertation several times. There's going to be no surprises. If they had a problem with it beforehand, they probably would have told you. But no, that's a good one. We'll try to get a good little, you know, how to defend, how to get your proposal ready. All right, let's move it on. So there's all, okay, there's the dissertation hawk. Let me take you to the writing center hawk first. Not that one, please hold. Again, I want to thank you for the turnout, man. Oh man, this was great. I mean, last year we were trying this on Skype. You guys remember before the virus? And the numbers, you know, we tried to pick the time where most people could attend, but you know, you guys were either in class, you're working with your family, so this is working out much better. All right, Moodle. Let us go to the Writing Center Moodle. So again, I made these videos. They're all over the place on how to self-enroll, because a lot of people, they don't know how to get in there. So this is our Writing Center Moodle, and we are updating the 6th edition stuff to the 7th edition, and we'll get to it as soon as we can. But again, there's the changes, and a lot of this is repeated on the Dissertation Toolbox, but not everything. Okay, there's a lot of this stuff is repeated on everything. So again, if you don't find what you need on a dissertation toolbox, check out one of these other Moodles. And here's your statistical formatting, again with the charts and the graphs and how to report your findings and that kind of stuff. And this is the #1 used thing here, is the turnitin.com, and it's free. And we recommend that you guys, if you're not 100% sure if you cited it properly or not, run it through there. It will tell you. It comes out with this cool PDF, and it'll highlight anything it found on another website with the probability percentage that you just cut and pasted it. So, but remember, to get away with that, all you got to do is cite it. Just cite it, and it covers yourself. So that's all you got to do. And again, here's an academic writer. I'm so blown away by how much stuff that guy has. I'm just stunned. General writing tips, other excellent support sites, ours, citations.
Rich, I had a question here that came up. In the academic writer resource, is there a citation manager functionality in the academic writer resource? Do we know?
I would bet money there is. So why don't we have somebody investigate that, and we will get back to you. Yeah. I would imagine there is. I mean,
right. I think Scott and Aaron will review that a little bit more in depth. But I did tell the student that I would look into that. But I was pretty sure there's something in the academic writer resource there. But we'll.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So, okay, so that's the writing tutor. I want to give you guys time for other things here. So let's go back and.
Can you give a link on how to get back there again, or maybe post it?
I'm sorry, as you're breaking up, it must be my internet.
I'm trying to find out how to get to that writing Moodle again, and I didn't catch how to actually get it to open.
I'm sorry. Amber, did you hear what he said? I can't.
Yeah, Rich, so if you would walk us back to the main student hub. So the student hub site, think of this as kind of, I always like to say, it's the back portion of the Alliant portal.
Okay.
So when you walk on to the Alliant student portal and you look at
back,
you'll see a link that says Student Hub. And then when you go to the Student Hub, then we've got academic support and tutoring services. And then under there is a talk for the writing. Does that make sense, Tim?
Yeah, it does. It makes sense.
I'll be honest with you. I still have trouble finding it. Yeah, you go to the Student Hub, and then you go to Student Affairs, and we're right there on top. Academic support and tutoring. And then, if you want to contact me, I'll send you the video I made on how to get here. But that's us right here. That's the main page. This is the main link to everything page. All right. Let's go to my personal favorite. I'm going to skip introductory statistics because you guys probably don't need that. But let me show you what's in Hawk 2. So Hawk 2, if you didn't know, statistics is only two things, basic things. Boom. You're either looking for a significant difference between group means, that's all your t-tests, that's all your ANOVA family, or you're looking for a significant relationship between two variables. That's your correlations, your regressions, your chi-square kinda, and everything like that. So there's really only two separate things, not counting all the assumptions, et cetera, that go with that. But that's it. So if you're trying to prove that, CBT therapy is better at reducing depression in females, right, that would be a difference test. So everything you need to know about differences is in here. And I go into such detail, it will probably make you dizzy. So, but again, this is all the basic stuff. I had to put the basics in there because too many people don't know what a p-value is. They don't know what a z-score is. And they don't know, they don't know how to read an output table, that kind of thing. So here's the basics for, stats 1, but then this is where stats 2 starts. advanced stats. It starts with all the t-tests, the 3 different types, how to do them by hand, how to do them in Excel, how to do them in SPSS, how to write up the results in APA formatting, you know, all the assumptions that go with them. The ANOVA is here. The special, you know, the ANOVAs start easy, but then they get kind of really hard. Factorial design ANOVA, repeated measures ANOVA, nested design ANOVAs, more factorial ANOVAs, mixed ANOVAs, everybody's friends, the ANCOVA and the MANCOVA. And that basically ends it here. And I got some SPSS tutorials just on their own. Our students down here, they have to take a methodology comp exam. So we put together this SPSS practice test that has every one of those tests. It's, you know, assess yourself, we always say. And there's a video, there's an answer sheet with videos on how to do each and every problem in SPSS. So, and don't look at that, that shouldn't be there. Okay, so that's the Hawk 2. Last thing I'm going to show you today is the Hawk 3. You guys like the graphics? I made all those. So again, it's kind of cartoony, and but I'm gonna try to alleviate the fear, right? Get rid of the fear. Do not be afraid. Fear not the math. This is multivariate analysis. Again, a lot of important stuff here. Glossary, test terms, how to change it into SPSS, into the output. That saves you a ton of time. If you're going to run your data, and if you want to cut and paste the table from SPSS directly into your dissertation, do the output thing first, because it will, I guarantee, it'll save you hours of work. All right, here's some SPSS tips and tricks: how to import data, how to output, or how to change data, how to change variables, that kind of stuff. Just little things that we've been asked about. But again, in all the videos, everything that I know how to do is in a video here somewhere. And there's about 300 different videos. All right, lines of regression. And that's how all regressions start. So the difference section, they're all based on the mean, or the regression session is all based on correlations. So we just start from the beginning, we go all the way up there. We have partial correlations, semi-partial correlations. So if somebody asks, you'll know how to do it. And then we go on to the multiple regression, a baby step, multiple regression. Gets a little bit harder, whether you're going to go stepwise or hierarchical. And then it starts getting hard with the mediators, and it gets hardest with the moderator. And then, of course, it tops it off with logistic regression, everybody's friend. Again, not really. And then factor analysis, if you're going to make your own surveys, how to verify that your survey is reliable, you are measuring what you think you're measuring. And then exploratory factor analysis, which is, just step 2. Path analysis, don't do it. And of course, structural equation modeling. Again, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. And I've only done it about 5 times in my 15 years. And the people that did it are brilliant. There's no question about it. They're brilliant. They're smart. They're too smart. But when they present this to their chairs and their boards, it's so far over their head. Their chairs and their boards just kind of sit there. They don't get it. So before you go into this depth, ask your board members if they're okay with you doing a structural equation modeling. And again, more methodology comp exam. So PsyDs, PhDs, EDDs, I'm not 100% sure what you guys have to go through. And everybody tests on different stuff. And so as soon as I can find something that I don't have up here, I will add it in there. So plus with the new site that we have, I'm going to try to transfer as much of this stuff that you're looking at right now into the Alliant portal. So we won't have to rely on Moodle anymore. But personally, I love Moodle. I got my own private Moodle, and I know how to use it really well. So again, more decision trees, confirmatory factor analysis. That's what I've been working on the last couple of days because I got Amos again. Yay. This stuff, it's not as hard as it looks. And I will have a complete how to run confirmatory factor analysis for your pleasure, probably in a week or two. And you know, decision trees again. You're only looking for two things. Are you looking for a difference? You're looking for a relationship. You know what? You can do both if you want. And that's about it. The rest of this stuff, you know, somebody asked me once about discriminant regression, once about multiple regression. So unless I get more people asking, that's it. All right. Questions, comments?
Thank you, Rich. And again, I want to kind of reiterate that today was an overview of our Dissertation Toolbox resources as a whole, and that we will be following up in our subsequent weeks with a deeper dive into I would say, the general topics. So next week is going to be Aaron Draper talking about APA formatting for dissertations and how to really kind of navigate the library clearance process. We have the week after that, Scott Zimmer on August the 7th talking about all of the research tools, as well as not only the databases, but also how the Alliant librarians can be resources for you on an individual level. We also have SPS training, ANOVAs and regressions, and much more of a deeper dive with Rich here on the 14th. And then on the 21st, kind of wrapping us up, Dean Jones from our San Francisco library is really going to talk about dissertation fatigue, overcoming hurdles, maybe some of those softer skill types of things that you might run into. So I'm going to go ahead, and we've got pretty much everyone on mute here, but obviously we'll allow
Wait.
What?
Can I butt in here?
Of course.
Here for a second? Can we play with this real quick? Can I see a show of hands of how many people plan on writing a quantitative dissertation? Isn't there a little thing down here where we can raise our hands?
Yeah, people can use they're probably just
Oh yeah,
the yes
reactions.
Yeah.
Are you seeing anything?
Yeah.
I ain't seeing nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, there's a hand. Andre, hey, Andre. Okay, how do you put the hand up there?
So Rich, because you're the co-host,
I see a thumbs up.
Rich, because you're enabled right now with the co-host ability, you can't raise your hand because you are the overarching hand.
All right, how many hands do you see there?
I see about 5 hands. And I think folks are just kind of finding the hand. It's there in the more section. Usually I ask folks to actually just use the yes button, which is I think a little easier to see.
What yes button? I ain't seen it. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm a co-host. That's right. I'm used to being a host, you guys. Oh, there's a hand. Hey,
yeah,
hey,
Rich, you have to go to participants and then they'll give you either hands or yes button.
Sir, you
sorry,
could,
Deborah.
sorry to interrupt, sir. You could also take a poll if you like. That way it could be a lot easier for you to kind of have that information readily available.
Yeah, so Rich, I'm going to ask a question here in the poll, and it's just going to say how many, so what did we want to ask? How many people are doing dissertation? How many students are planning on doing?
And again, you guys, I apologize. My internet's breaking up. I should probably go to that panoramic thing because it's the same thing every time. When the people come home, you know, I live like across the street from an apartment building. My internet goes down, but it comes back up and then it goes down. It's always the same time every day. Maybe Alliant will pay for my upgrade. Uh-oh. Oh.
All right. I think I did the poll. Okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is cool.
Thank you, Rich.
Go, 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 go.
I do
Good.
have a quick
How did you
question
do this?
while we're waiting.
Yeah,
for-
questions. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Again, I apologize. I can hear like the first 3 words and then it goes blank. And go ahead.
I can repeat it, Rich.
So I got my CPA exam back, and I only got rejected just because my reference list. And so I know that Dr. O'Callaghan has made an emphasis on not being able to like collaborate on CPA at all, obviously, just for cheating purposes. But I'm wondering if I can still use the Student Tutoring Center for just the reference list and not the content of the CPA exam.
Okay, so I heard use the tutoring center for what? Do you want them to show you how to make a? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part. Maybe we should switch to chat.
So I already put it in the chat. My name is Ji Choi. So if you just want to look at the chat, and I already wrote it in
Oh
there.
yeah.
Dr.
So
Carl,
Rich, maybe I can
Yeah,
answer
man.
it.
yeah,
So I would say for that particular activity, that because it is considered an exam, that you wouldn't be able to use the tutoring, because part of that exam is that you're showing your competency in APA style writing. So that, but it's not that you can't use like the videos to learn how to do the citations or the references. But I think specifically for those purposes, that's an examination. So you would not be able to use the tutors.
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
Oh,
Welcome.
oh yeah, G, I'm just seeing it now. Yeah, we can't work on tests. We can, but we don't want to get fired. Okay, so we're just not going to work on tests. You know, any teachers out there, if you want, you know, I could redo this presentation for your group of students. You know, it's the more people that find out about the resources that are already out there, the better. The number one complaint that I always hear is they didn't even know this stuff existed. So let's get the word out there. And I want people to start using these resources all the time. And we will. So if somebody gets stuck and say, you know what, I don't know how to check for a moderator, that's something we can help you with. Okay. But, you know, unfortunately, we tend to get too many students that expect too much. We do not do content. We do not design for you. Again, this is your baby. Do the best you can. Use your teachers, use your faculty. You can use some of the tutoring center, right? They're going to show you how to do APA formatting, citations, that kind of thing. We will show you how to run multiple regressions. We'll show you how to run the tests, that kind of, you know, we're there for you.
hey, Rich, we got a question in the chat box that I don't know the answer to. It is asking if we have videos on how to get G-Power or how to use the software.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, we do. We have one that shows you how to get it. Now, G-Power, there's 1,000 different little, I think I made one video that showed all the biggies, like a t-test and a ANOVA and a regression. But yeah, G-Power is free. It is from the University of Dusseldorf. Don't go to these other sites because they try to sell you some software program. And, you know, that is such a fast thing that if you can't figure it out, go ahead and contact me. I'll do it for you in a Zoom room. I mean, literally it takes about 2 minutes to run a power analysis, as long as you know what test you're running. So real quick, I'm looking at the progress. So we got about 47% of you guys are planning on doing quantitative. So for you 47%, I got one piece of advice. Make your variables clear. Clear, understandable variables, please. Because once you know what kind of variables you're talking about, categorical, right? Most of your demographics are categorical. Continuous, ordinal. Make sure that they're clear and on your board and your chair know what the variables are, because that can slow you way down if you're not 100% sure what you're measuring and how are you measuring it. Okay, So get that stuff clear before you start.
Hey, Rich, I'm sorry, back to the G-Power. Where would the video be for how to utilize G-Power? Is that in one of the hawks?
I heard G-Power.
Yeah, where's the video? You got excited and said we had one.
Let me show you. Okay. I'm taking over control again. This is so futuristic, you guys. I remember, I'm old. I mean, when I was born, telephones had dials. It's like something out of the Jetsons or something. Sorry, you guys. Okay, let's go back to this guy, Dissertation Toolbox. Come on, you. And I think it's down, where did I see it? G-Power. There it is right there. Power analysis using G-Power. Let's take a quick look. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. I made that one a long time ago. I make new ones, you know. But again, if you get stuck on G-Power, just let me know. Just what test are you running? Boom. That's all I need to know. And then I can run in a minute. It's not that big of a deal. Any other questions? Come on, you got me now. Ask. Anybody? Well, I want to thank you all for showing up. You guys really built me up here. I feel successful again. Yay me. But remember, the dissertation, this is a big thing to me. I personally, I'm not a doctor. I just been working here a long time. Numbers nut. I really love math. Really love statistics. Statistics is the future of everything. I mean, it is the data that drives your decisions. Remember, statistics, it shows trends. It doesn't show individual outcomes, but it's only getting better and better and better. So stick to statistics. I strongly suggest that you guys keep your fingers in it during this. You see it every day on the news. You know, that's the Dr. Fauci guy. He's the only guy I listen to because apparently he knows his statistics quite well. So statistics is great. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. Thank you, Rich, for
Thank you.
your time today. And just want to remind folks, as I mentioned at the beginning, I did record this session. We'll host it on our Dissertation Toolbox for your future reference. We also have the upcoming sessions. I hope we've whetted your appetite to do a little bit of a deeper dive in our upcoming weeks. And I'm also going to, later this afternoon, send everyone a very quick Qualtrics survey. We promote Qualtrics there. It's about 5 or 6 questions, really to get some input from you on how helpful this was to you in supporting your dissertation efforts. So thank you again for spending time with us on a Friday afternoon, and we wish you the best of luck on completing your dissertation.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for putting up with me. I know I'm a little bit weird. Amber, thank you. And everybody, I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm going to show you how to do everything in SPSS within an hour that I can, right? I'm going to show you how to check normality, t-tests, ANOVAs, regressions, anything you want. If you have something you want me to do, email me and I'll fit it into the presentation in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, get back to work.